Your home is for sale and you get an offer. How do you choose the best offer? Hint, it is not the price. There is a lot of work in selling your home. Decluttering, pre-listing inspection, then dealing with repairs, paint, staging, photos, video, living outside the home while having the house for sale, or staying in your home, but it feels like a hotel since you have to keep it spotless and be ready to leave on a short moment's notice for a potential buyer showing appointment. It's exciting when you receive an offer. Naturally, the first thing you would look at is the price. Everyone does that. But is the price the most important factor? I think not. Here are 5 factors to consider when reviewing a potential offer on your home. 1. Price. Yes, we want the highest possible price for our home. 2. Deposit. Is the buyer putting down 5% of the purchase price or more? The higher the deposit, the better it is, since it's less likely the buyer walks away if they put a larger deposit, especially in this current market condition. 3. Who's the buyer? This is an important factor and is more important in a slowing real estate market. The buyer profile matters because if they can't close, then we got a big problem. Having your real estate agent investigating who the buyer is and their ability to close is important. Can you imagine if you bought a house and the proceeds from the sale of your current home will be used for the new purchase as a down payment? Then you find out a few days before closing, the buyer can't close. Don't imagine that scenario. It will increase your blood pressure. Screening the buyer is very important. 4. Closing date. Real estate market can change very quickly from a strong seller's market to a buyer's market. The longer the closing date, the more risk things might happen or change. If the buyer puts in 90 to 120 days closing period, well, what if they lose their job? What if interest rates rise quickly and they can no longer qualify? What if their stock portfolio drops significantly? They don't have enough funds to liquidate and use as a down payment. Quick close is preferred. 30 to 45 days is a good period as long as you're able to move out of your current home in that period of time. In cases where the buyer needs a long closing and they can't close in 30, 45 days or so, asking for a second deposit after a set number of days is a prudent move. The more the buyer provides as a deposit, the more skin they have in the game. 5. Terms and conditions. The verbiage put into the agreement of purchase and sale schedule matters. Your listing agent needs to review in detail and protect you from any clause that would work in the benefit of the buyer. Do the conditions make sense? For example, condition on financing for 3 to 5 business days is reasonable versus 10 business days. Another example is the offer conditional on the buyer selling their current home. Another example is the buyer asking for warranties and guarantees that survive the closing date. That puts you, the home seller, in a risky position. I hope you found this video informative. Check out this video where I discuss the 4 things you need to know before putting your rental property up for sale.